Welcome to Video Evolution, evolution in the world of videos. Today we are going to start with the summary of the 7th chapter of Three Men in a Boat. Now, as the trip of these friends continued, they visited places like Moulsey Loch near Hampton Court. It had a scenic beauty. All people used to come here dressed and enjoying seeing boats. Often the river used to be very crowded, especially during Sundays. But when they came, there was no one such. The narrator here tells that the color of dress they wear depicts their nature. Harris thinks that dark red matches him. Harris always wears a mixture of orange or yellow, but narrator thinks his complication is too dark for yellow, meaning that narrator thinks that the nature of him is not matching his color of the dress. Now, the narrator tells the experience of boating with girls. The narrator tells that once he went on a boating trip where he saw two ladies who were always talking about their costumes, and they were actually dressed for a photographic studio, not for a trip, though they actually came for a river trip. When the two ladies sat on boat, they said it was not clean, it was dusted, and when water splashed on them, they protected them with umbrella. At lunch, when the ladies were about to sit on grass, they said it was dusty. Then they spread a handkerchief and sat on it. When the narrator and Harris were continuing their trip, then Harris saw a tomb and he wanted to visit the tomb of Mrs. Thomas, though he didn't knew who she was. The narrator opposed to go as he hated it, but narrator reminded him that they had to go to pick up George, and by this Harris became frustrated and he told that they were rowing the boat and George was relaxing. Then Harris wanted to have a drink, so narrator told him to get a bottle of lemonade that was kept in the hamper and also get a water bottle in the jar. Then the author posed some comic scenes. Harris climbed upon the seat and leaned to get the bottle. He leaned further and further, but chose the wrong line. The boat ran into the bank. Harris fell headlong into the hamper with his legs floating in the air. The narrator pulled him out. Like in all other chapters, in this chapter also, he posted his own experiences. Once the narrator went to a village churchyard. There it was pleasant and silent, and he forgave all his friends and relatives because of the pleasant climate. Then someone named Sexton came from the other end and ran towards him, saying, I'm coming, sir." The Sexton named person was actually a stranger to the narrator. The narrator told him to go away, but he didn't. The man told him to see the tombs of the churchyard, but the narrator rejected. Then he started crying and told him to see the memorial window of this place. Then that man said to him to see a couple of skulls, but on seeing this, the narrator ran away from there. But then also, Sexton was still calling behind him. For more videos, please subscribe.